Diary, the story of a girl hungry for wealth. Chapter 1. No matter how many times I felt like I was dying and coming back to life inside, I tried to stay calm. My breath tightened, and I stepped out into the yard, trying to inhale deeply. Tears slipped from my eyes. These days will pass, I whispered to myself. Everything began the moment I read the diary. Why did I read it? I can't even bring myself to say it out loud. This diary belonged to my husband's mistress. That woman is no longer among us. But no matter what, the secret hidden in these pages, this painful truth, must be known. I don't want it to remain private, because this notebook openly describes how a man can betray without a word, without a hint. I never imagined such a thing. I trusted my husband completely, but it turns out this pain existed long before. From here on, the diary begins, written by my husband's mistress. October 10th, 3040. Until today, the idea of keeping a diary had never crossed my mind, maybe because I never had a reason to open one. The people I could confide in, share my sorrows with, are no longer by my side. From now on, you will be my only companion, my diary. Today, on your very first page, I will write a part of my personal life. I know it may not be easy for me to talk to you every day, but I've decided to share the most important moments of my life with you. By the way, today is my birthday. No one congratulated me. My parents are no longer alive. I can't even remember their faces. The only thing I know is that they loved me dearly. My sister once told me they used to call me their little miracle. Poor me. I miss them. I have only my sister and my brother to lean on. Each of them has their own life, their own family. Still, they never leave me completely alone and always help when they can. I am a student. I dream of becoming a journalist. I've just applied to university and have so many goals ahead of me. I will reach them. Until now, I grew up in the countryside with my grandmother. Recently, I moved into my sister's home. She and her husband have one little child, like a baby chick. I take care of the child and help around the house. But none of this feels like it's mine. This isn't the life I want. I don't dream of it. Sometimes I feel sorry for my sister. She wakes up before dawn, rushes her child to daycare through noise and chaos, then goes to work hungry. She works 14 hours a day, comes home barely standing, throws on an old robe in the evening, doesn't even have time to brush her hair properly, just ties it up quickly, and then starts cooking. Not only my sister, but her husband, too. Poor man. When he comes home from work and takes off his shoes, the smell makes you cringe. Does a human really have to work that much? He eats in a rush and hurries to bed. And the child? The moment the father lies down, the child runs over, banging toys on his head, refusing to let him sleep. And then, morning again. Day after day, the same routine. Yet despite all this, they consider themselves happy. They laugh, play, cuddle, and constantly give thanks. How? How can anyone be satisfied with such a life? I don't want to live like that. I imagine my life very differently. A luxurious 3-story mansion surrounded by gardens and flowers. A tall, double-gated fence, security guards watching over me, household staff. Because I should be a lady who never touches dust, never does heavy or unpleasant work. I see myself clearly, sitting thoughtfully on the terrace of the second floor, wearing the most delicate, latest fashion dress, my hair perfectly styled, my hands and feet adorned with the most expensive jewelry. A pleasant fragrance surrounds me, a perfume created exclusively for me. I don't work myself to exhaustion. My hardest task is dressing myself. And yet, money keeps flowing non-stop into my bank account. In the future, I believe I will be one of those women desired by many men, women whose single glance makes hearts ache. Only the richest, most serious, and most handsome man should stand beside me, a man who can fully provide for me. My current life doesn't satisfy me. Let other girls live like this if they want. Not me. My diary, Are you listening? Those days will come. You'll see. One day, everyone will talk about me, but not yet. October 15th, 2033. I've come back to confide in you again. Today, my boyfriend Daniel arrived in the city from the countryside. We met. For some reason, he looked very worn out to me. He smiled and said, "You've changed so much. You've become such a city girl." His words made me happy. Even though I felt a slight disgust, he convinced me to walk around the city together. We went many places. He seemed to have plenty of money. When I asked where it came from, he said he had sold livestock. He looks at me with love. He really loves me. He is the son of the first man in his village to build a mansion, basically a rich family's spoiled child. Many girls wanted him, but I won his heart. He's brave, calm, generous, and simple. I love him, truly, from the bottom of my heart. But lately, after coming to the city and seeing well-dressed, educated boys my age driving expensive cars, my thoughts have become confused. I don't know how this will end. For now, I've decided to live in the moment. So, let me continue. I said to Daniel, "Instead of wasting your money on little things, why don't we go to a club? What's the point of eating ice cream and sitting on a bench watching people pass by? Come on." He couldn't refuse me and agreed. We came home, I asked my sister for permission, and put on a short, tight red dress I had recently bought. I did my makeup and stepped out. Do you know my diary? In the mirror, I saw a stunning woman. I was glowing. I'd be lying if I said Daniel wasn't amazed and admiring. We quickly arrived at Bacardio. How many people dream of getting into this club? I was beyond happy. But at the face control, they let me in and refused to let Daniel enter because he was wearing a tracksuit. We tried so hard, but it didn't work. Not wanting to ruin my mood, Daniel said, "You go in and get settled. I'll find a way to get in after you." Without thinking, I went inside. Once inside, my head started spinning. Beautifully dressed girls and guys, everyone dancing, laughing, singers, dancers, the smoke of hookahs. Everything overwhelmed me. I was shy, but I completely forgot about Daniel, my diary. I joined the dancing. That night, I met a gentleman there. I liked him. Without shame, I gave him my phone number. Yes, I feel embarrassed even now. But I followed my inner feelings. Besides, he casually tossed his card to the bartender and paid for my drinks without a word. How could I not give him my number? He offered to take me home. I refused. I knew Daniel was waiting outside. He wouldn't leave. He's stubborn. When I came out, he was standing there, smoking angrily. Without saying a word, he put me in a taxi and took me home. As he left, he kissed my cheek and said, "Why don't we get married? I miss you so much when I'm in the village. I'll treat you like a queen. You won't have to do anything. If you agree, I'll come pick you up tomorrow." I'm not ready for marriage. Not for marriage. I'm not even confident in myself right now. That's why I brushed off his words and replied lightly, "Don't be ridiculous," then got out of the car and went straight inside the house. And now I'm here, pouring out my entire story to you, my diary. Inside me, so many emotions are tangled together. Joy and betrayal. I don't know which one will win. Ugh. It's starting again. My sister and her husband's affectionate laughter. They whisper to each other as if I won't hear them anyway.